Hey friends, Tim here. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can create an automated chain of emails, otherwise known as a sequence, a cadence, or a campaign on Smartlead within a couple of minutes of just watching this video. So first of all, what you would need to do is navigate to the top right corner and click on Create Campaign. At that moment in time, just make sure to name the campaign. So in this case, I'm going to say TY Test 1. And straight away, what you would need is to import the leads that you want to import into the campaign. So I will go into my spreadsheet, I will download it as a CSV file. You would see this downloaded in the top right corner straight away. So I'll drag and drop the file straight in here. I'll then save it. And this is where it's super important to basically map out the fields from the columns over here. So for example, if the lead first name is the first name of the person, I need to make sure that over here it corresponds as well. So lead first name is the first name. Email is the email, and then any other content, any other sort of sentences or things that you want to add could be added as custom fields. For example, if I want to know if I want to mention in the cold outreach, hey, I saw you've been in the company since this year, you would need this selected as a custom field. So as soon as you're done with that, you can then click on OK and proceed forwards. At that moment in time, you'll import all the leads. I would very much recommend using Smartlead's verification feature if you don't have that bought already. So you can just launch verification and proceed, or you can skip and proceed either way. At that moment in time, all you need to do is copy and paste your template. In this case, I'm just going to do it manually here. So hi, Tim, how are you? Hope company is growing. At this moment in time, you basically can type out your templates here. Make sure you include your variables, whatever variables you want to insert. So those will be the things that will be changed based on the lead's characteristics. You can also insert the variables over here to the actual subject line. So for example, if you want to call them out and say like first name, seen this, something like that. You can also preview the email in the top right corner. So let's say you can see how the email would look for each individual participant. For each individual lead. So for example, hi Daniel, how are you? Hope Pfizer is growing fast, right? Or you can send a test email to yourself to see how it will look like as well. Now you can compose it with AI. I personally don't really do it that many times, but another cool feature they have is the A/B testing. So all you need to do is click on Add Variant, and then you can basically A/B test the copy. So if you haven't done that already, you can basically target one messaging. You can like basically test messaging A against messaging B against messaging C, and then decide which one works best and double up on that later down the line. On top of that, you can add another step here, so you can set up, another second email, and then you can wait for a certain amount of days. So let's say 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, whatever you want. So that's another cool feature. And on top of that, if you don't want to do an email, you can then do a manual step. So for example, something like view the profile on LinkedIn manually, or add to the CRM, for example, right? Something like that. And straight away, that will be saved to the task later down the line. Make sure you then spread out all the leads by a certain amount of days. So let's say 3 days, 2 days, whatever it is. Save it next. And then on top of that, we now move on to the sequences part. So over here, you need to select the sender. In this case, I'm just going to select my own 2 email accounts. Very straightforward. I can also schedule the campaign. Really, really important that you know what time zone the people are in. If you're not sure, just Google it. It's super straightforward, or use ChatGPT, whatever. If you're targeting founders or, let's say CEOs or something, a lot of them will work on weekends. So maybe it will be a nice pattern interrupt whereby if you catch them, at a late hour or at an early hour, they might be more likely to read your email. So if you want to try that, good luck, and, something like that. And then you set the campaign start date, which in most cases will be today, and you can choose how many leads you want to reach out to in a day. So for example, because I have a lot of inboxes, I could probably send 1,000 emails a day and it will go pretty fast. And then finally, if on top of that, another thing you can do is set up the campaign settings. So for example, you can choose when messages would no longer be sent to the person. So in my case, it's when they reply to a message. You can then choose all of these lovely features, which to be honest, I'm not too passionate about. So either way, like you can choose whatever you want here, whatever you think is correct. You'll then save the general settings, click on save next. And right now you should be able to see what the final email template would look like. So over here, you can see email 1. And then if you had other emails here, you would see email 2 and email 3. And then finally, you can schedule the campaign and send it out. Or alternatively, if it's your first time using Smartlead, you can send test email to yourself first to make sure that, you test out this before actually, emailing a large amount of people with templates that you haven't tested out yet. Now, if you have any questions up to this point, do let me know. Hopefully this was an informative video. And if you have any more suggestions of other videos related to Smartlead, let me know. I'll be more than happy to film them for you. and solve a couple of your headaches or questions. Thank you so much. All the best.